every Christmas I'd visit my grandma's house. But this year, I saw something that no one should ever see. Now I can never go back, and I don't think I ever want to. It was a tradition, one I had grown up with. Every Christmas, my family and I would make the long drive to my grandmother's house, a cozy old home nestled on the edge of town. I remember the smell of her freshly baked cookies, the sound of the old grandfather clock ticking in the corner, and the warmth of the fireplace crackling as we all gathered around. But this Christmas was different. I didn't know it then, but the familiar warmth of the house would soon feel suffocating. I stepped into the hallway expecting the usual embrace of my grandmother's cheery voice and the scent of cinnamon and cloves. But instead there was silence. It was unnaturally quiet. Too quiet. Later that evening I decided to investigate. I quietly walked down the hallway trying to trace the sound. The house was still eerily silent. As I passed the living room, I glanced in. My grandmother was sitting in her usual chair staring into the fire. But something was different about her posture, her stillness. It was as if she wasn't really there. Her eyes were wide, unblinking, locked on the flames. I tried to shake it off, but the feeling of being watched lingered. That night, while everyone was asleep, the house came alive. At first, it was just small things. Doors creaking open by themselves, shadows moving just out of sight. But then the whispers started. Faint at first, like someone was calling my name. I called out to my parents, but they didn't answer. I went to check on them, but their bedroom door was locked. The next morning, I decided to confront my grandma. I went downstairs to find her sitting in the kitchen preparing breakfast. When I asked her about the strange occurrences, she smiled, her lips curling in a way that made my stomach churn. "You shouldn't worry about these things, dear," she said softly. "Some things are better left alone." But her voice wasn't quite right. It was almost as if she was warning me, not comforting me. That night, I tried to escape. I quietly grabbed my things and moved towards the front door. But as I reached for the handle, I heard footsteps behind me. Slowly, I turned around. There, standing in the doorway, was my grandmother. But her eyes were hollow, her face twisted in an unnatural smile. "You shouldn't have tried to leave," she said, her voice a chilling whisper. "Now you're one of us." And so, I ran. I don't know how I made it out of that house, but I never went back. Sometimes late at night, I wonder if what I saw was real, or if it was something my mind created. But the feeling of those cold, empty eyes still haunts me to this day. So tell me, what would you have done if you were in my shoes? Would you have stayed and uncovered the truth? Or would you have run just as I did? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss out on our next chilling tale. You never know what could be lurking just around the corner. Stay tuned and stay safe.